So we are talking about extraintestinal manifestations. Good. Very happy to see 35 plus online viewers for the today's evening. Good. So Fridays will make it fulfilling with solving at least 100-120 questions of the previous papers. So doctor, erythema nodosum, if you take, it's common. What is erythema nodosum? Paniculitis, inflammation of the fat tissue. So this kind of lesions of paniculitis, they are very common in case of the inflammatory bowel disease, which is paniculitis. So erythema nodosum occurs in up to 15% of Crohn's disease and 10% of the ulcerative colitis is what you have to basically remember. So they can have uveitis, ankylosing spondylitis, and extraintestinal can occur in about 30% of the patients is what you have to ultimately remember, doctor. What are the complications of the pancreatic pseudocyst? PGI paper is more or less like MBBS final year exam paper. 5 things, 6 things about each of it characteristically. So in fact all of them are the complications without any exception. Infection in fact is most common complication. Rupture ho sakta, hemorrhage ho sakta. Isliye what will you do? You will pass through the stomach and make a cystogastrostomy and try to drain it. One patient of pseudopancreatic cyst, when you are acutely managing, you will be thinking, मैं 5 साल पढ़ के ये मौके के लिए वेट कर रहा हूं. When you are in MD or MS first year, when you have got a chronic alcoholic patient with a acute pancreatitis with pseudocyst, with hemorrhage into it, who is in hypertension, then managing such a patient and sending him home is a whole challenge. Gurja, what is the wrong statement? So thromboangiitis obliterans is a favorite MCQ of any PGI. So typically it occurs smoke karke males में. The age group is, what is the age group? The typical thromboangiitis obliterans. So it is a diagnosis made less than 40 classically. It is an inflammatory occlusive vascular disorder which affects small and medium sized arteries and veins. Not only arteries but also veins. The other day we had an MCQ, and did we hold the same thing in that or we went opposite? Somebody was objecting among the audience. Veins nahi hoga, khali arteries hoga, main pad liya. Both of them are there, we were pleading them. So the disease occurs exclusively in the young male smokers, right? So patient should stop smoking to avoid the progression is what need to be remembered. Now, Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, what is it basically? Yeah, varicose veins, AV malformations, cutaneous hemangiomas and limb hypertrophy. The combination is basically called Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome is what need to be basically remembered. And this is, you look at the 2 limbs, doctor. One limb में क्या हो गया? Hypertrophy हो गया. Generally it is a very benign entity. Except disproportion of the limbs, it goes unobserved. Right? So there will be extensive varicose veins, especially whenever there is an extensive varicose veins in a young patient, especially if it is unilateral and in a atypical distribution like lateral leg instead of medial part of the leg, as what you can see in this case of Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, you should always suspect Trenaunay in that. What is the classic triad of clinical features, doctor? Varicose veins, limb hypertrophy, cutaneous birthmark like a port wine stain. The combination is what you will basically identify. Deep veins are often anomalous or they are absent, and that is the reason generally varicose vein के लिए आप क्या करते हैं? Saphenous vein stripping कर देते, मगर इसके वजह से हुए तो Klippel-Trenaunay के वजह से हुए तो आप नहीं करना, क्योंकि deep veins are anomalous or absent. So what will you advise them? Stockings, limited stab avulsion of symptomatic varices after doing a mapping. How is the deep venous system using the duplex ultrasonography? Deep venous system कैसा है जरा देख लेके, अगर वो absent नहीं है तो, और जहां भी नहीं है, absent नहीं है, present है, वहां आप stripping कर सकते. That's the point. Then what is hemorrhoids? Wrong about hemorrhoids. Basically, internal, external hemorrhoids. Internal are basically painless, and after a how will the bleeding occur? Will it occur like melena? No, it will occur like a flesh splash of the bleed into the pan is what you will basically come across. Basically, varicose veins, hemorrhoids, they're all they don't kill the person, but they're highly morbid conditions throughout life suffering situations, and they can be solved by simple measures like varicose veins है तो stocking पहन लिए तो हो जाता, hemorrhoids है तो constipation को avoid करने वाला food खाए तो patient will not have exacerbations. Some simple lifestyle modifications will help a lot of problems. So before and after, typically what you are seeing, and internal piles are fundamentally the internal rectal venous plexus saccular dilatations is what need to be remembered, and they are above the pectinate line, and hence they are painless. And always hemorrhoidectomy is the best means of solving the problem of hemorrhoidal disease. And in spite of conservative measures, whenever the patient doesn't respond, consider hemorrhoidectomy. Anorectal abscess is a very important topic. Typically, where does the infection originate in case of anorectal abscess? It is the intersphincteric plane where it basically originates, and whenever anorectal abscess is there, the surgical aphorism is drain it without delay. So this is a classical appearance of how anorectal abscess basically looks like. Perianal is 60%, ischiorectal is only 30%, not ischiorectal is most common. Perianal is most common is what you have to basically remember. And you need to drain the pus in first instance along with antibiotics is considered to be the treatment. What are the indications of sympathectomy? Another very traditional MCQ in the exam. Rest pain, hyperhidrosis and Raynaud's phenomena. Intermittent claudication hai to, what is the underlying pathology? Thromboangiitis obliterans, peripheral vascular disease, or any atherosclerosis, not vasospasm. That's the reason you should treat atherosclerosis, etc. for a intermittent claudication, not by doing sympathectomy is what you have to basically remember. So this is how the sympathetic chain will be passing, and the indications you must be sure. Focal hyperhidrosis, Raynaud's phenomena, facial blushing, they are all the important scenarios where you will do the sympathectomy. Generally needles, sutures, diathermy, surgical instruments. ये चार चीजों के ऊपर at least one or two questions will come. दास क्लिनिकल सर्जरी है ना, उसके पीछे आपको पूरा सर्जिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स मिलता, और एनी सर्जरी बुक है, एक बार एक नजर डाल के जाना, क्योंकि एग्जाम हॉल में सिंपल क्वेश्चंस लाइक ए पाइपर्स फोर्सेप्स कैन बी गिवन एंड आस्क्ड व्हाट इज द पर्पस ऑफ दिस is what you have to be sure. So diathermy के बारे में what is the basics about it? Bipolar is useful where lateral thermal energy you want to avoid. You will use bipolar. Bipolar is more effective than the monopolar in coagulating the vessels. मगर bipolar क्या होता, monopolar क्या होता, एक बार ये डायग्राम देखे तो आपको समझ में आएगा. This is the patient, doctor, lying on the bed. Is the patient is a part of this circuit or not a part of this circuit? What is your opinion? I will show you another diagram. हाँ, यहां कैसे है? He is not a part. Earlier illustration में he has become a part of the circuit. That is the fundamental difference between bipolar and unipolar. So we use a high frequency alternating current. AC DC होता ना, उसमें AC का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, whether it is unipolar or bipolar. So this is what you are seeing is a unipolar. So in this, the patient's body becomes the part of the circuit when the system is activated. You have gone to the OT na? Surgeon will be asking, touch here, touch here, touch here. Don't, it is not, he is not asking the nurse to touch him. He is asking to give the diathermy for cauterization, or his assistant to give cauterization while he is operating. So unipolar device में क्या होता है? Patient's body is the part of the circuit is what you need to basically remember. And it produces more heat at the operative site, monopolar. Then if the current flows only at the tips of the forceps, then that becomes bipolar, where patient is not a part of it. This is a typical bipolar, is what need to be remembered. Other differences, I leave the literature for you. We will be hosting this content on newsformedico.com as a free blog. You can review the explanations more detailed there. It is not an emergency contraception. Gynaps का account शुरू होते ही contraception से हो रहा है, and definitely contraception is a topic. Basically, combined OPs and estrogen and levonorgestrel, we use all of them as a part of emergency contraception. And androgen insensitivity syndrome, another second is also very high yielding topic. इसमें karyotype होता है XY, our pubic hair will not be there, but breast development will be there, and hence the answer should be A, C, E. And since karyotype is XY, testis is present, Mullerian agenesis is there, there will be only a blind ending pouch like vagina, because the undercentered testis which remain in the as an inguinal hernia in them is what need to be remembered. So they typically don't have a pubic hair, but there is a development of the breast is what need to be remembered. Hypothyroidism in pregnancy के वजह से, what are all the problems that basically happen? Prematurity and abortion classically will happen. Miscarriages, anemia in pregnancy, preeclampsia, abruptio, PPH. They are all considered to be the consequences of overt hypothyroidism is what need to be remembered. So tomorrow as an endocrinologist, when you start to practice, not when you become an eminent endocrinologist, then you don't have time to breathe also. Insulin, liters insulin you will be writing in prescription. Beginning part of practice में क्या होता है? आपके नजदीक नर्सिंग होम वाला डॉक्टर गीता, सीता, उर्वशी, मेनका, everybody will call you for, please examine our patient found to have high TSH, and you will go and do gynecology rounds, initial part of endocrinology practice. बाद में you will say, no time for me to come and see your high TSH. Give any dose of thyroxine and keep the TSH less than 2.5. Normal physiological value is 6. It should not be above 6 normal people में. Pregnancy में rule क्या होता? 6 is not normal value. You should target to keep TSH less than 2.5 is what you need to remember. Utna strict thyroid management should be there. Similarly, glucose also. Normal में 110, 120 चलेगा बोलते आप. मगर pregnant women में less than 100 should be the fasting glucose. So these rules you should not forget as the future top gynecologists, obstetricians you are going to be. HPV, which does not lead to carcinoma cervix. Biscuit question. So doctor, 6 and 11. 16, 18, 33 are very well known to lead to development of 16, 18, 31 and 33 are known to lead to cervical cancer. Once more, HPV is the standard topic in PGI Chandigarh question bank, doctor. Now, both bivalent and also quadrivalent vaccines are very much available. Then most common HPV causing cervical cancer is 16 and 18. And quadrivalent product is what? Gardasil. What does it contain? 6, 11, 16, 18. What is the age group where you will administer? 9 to 26. And Cervarix contain only 16 and 18 and it is bivalent is what you need to basically remember. Then 3 doses. Then what is not a fetal complication of uncontrolled diabetes? I told you, diabetes in pregnancy is the 7th or 8th very high yielding topic. So chromosomal anomalies is not a complication, but what happens? Stillbirth, neural tube defects, fetal anomalies. They are all known to have a high association in the uncontrolled diabetes in the mother is what need to be remembered. Neonate में क्या क्या हो सकता है? Hypoglycemia, hypocalcemia, hypomagnesemia, polycythemia, anything can occur. So very standard, 30 out of 30 Anna, there is no excuse in obstetrics. Mirena is what? Progesterone containing IUCD which contains, what does it contain? Mirena, levonorgestrel. And it decreases the menstrual blood flow because it leads to endometrial atrophy is what you have to basically remember. एक molar pregnancy के ऊपर क्वेश्चन जरूर होगा. Karyotype can be 46XX or XY and it lead to uterine size disproportionately larger compared to what you guessed from the period of amenorrhea. Huh? Any other options make you to feel guess it? Option? Molar pregnancy, right? Before 24 weeks is also there. Less than is there. Okay. It's not preeclampsia. It is gestational hypertension. Okay. I think D should also be included. Coming to ectopic pregnancy, how will you make a diagnosis? Beta HCG should be generally more than 1000 by the time you discover the gestational ring using the transvaginal ultrasound, which is considered to be a true statement. Then methotrexate is used as a part of medical management, which is also true. And serum progesterone level, if you take a level more than 25 suggests of a viable intrauterine pregnancy and a level less than 5 suggests the ectopic or a abnormal intrauterine pregnancy is what you have to basically remember. So that is the reason after the conception, what are whose values you will follow closely? HCG value, how is the doubling time? And second is progesterone also. Then you may ask a question, then for every conception, why don't we give progesterone on a routine basis so that we can retain the pregnancy? No sir. If at all any spontaneous abortion is occurring, most common cause of it is what? Chromosomal anomaly. जो abortion होना ही चाहिए, उसको prevent करके more Downs babies you can't produce. You need not produce. That's the reason any unnecessary containment of pregnancy by progesterone administration, all those are all outdated protocols. They are no more doing that. Even if there is a slight bleed in the first trimester or second trimester, lot of obstetricians differ in their protocol whether to give a supportive therapy as a progesterone or a tocolytic or anything, or to not. They do differ in their protocols. Now doctor, bacterial vaginosis and trichomoniasis, candidiasis, chlamydial infection, the 5 to 6 infections, you have to be 100% sure. So how much should be the pH value? Alkaline pH more than 4.5 and greyish white homogeneous discharge is what you have. Grey होता नहीं green, फर्क होता है दोनों में. Amine smell with or without potassium hydroxide and clue cells, they are called Amsel's criteria, is what you need to remember. So what is the indication for hormone replacement therapy? Earlier they used to do it for osteoporosis, but now it is not that safe. But hot flushes and atrophic vaginitis are the scenarios where it can really do help. VBAC. VBAC means what? State empty entrance after Jipmer PGI. Jipmer PGI cesarean है, तो state entrance after Jipmer VBAC, vaginal delivery after cesarean. What are the contraindications? Agar previous was a classical cesarean or you are suspecting moderate to severe CPD, or if there is any previous uterine rupture, there the contraindications is what you need to basically remember. I leave the literature for you. What are the proper contraindications for VBAC? MAC sulfate, what are the indications is the important question. Preeclampsia, eclampsia, preterm labor, even MAC sulfate, magnesium acts like a tocolytic. It will make the uterus to become little slow. So preterm labor and prevention of cerebral palsy, in all those scenarios we basically use the MAC sulfate is what need to be remembered. Stage 3 ovarian cancer, what are you basically going to do? Debulking, mantle and chemotherapy and cytoreduction. They are the ones which are mainly indicated. There is a very little scope of radiotherapy as adjuvant to surgery after the discovery of chemotherapy. Chemotherapy के दिनों के पहले दिनों में they used to do radiotherapy and completely irradiate the pelvis. But chemotherapy आने के बाद it has no role. If there is an advanced or an inoperable case as stage 3 and 4, they will benefit from a debulking surgery and the removal of the tumor. इसमें what is the stage? Stage 3 was given. That's the reason we said debulking surgery. Good. Then if you do post-operatively after surgery, radio or a chemotherapy, it is proven to improve the survival and quality of life in the patients is what you have to basically remember. I can never forget a case of ovarian carcinoma with malignant pleural effusion. Whole night I was draining the effusion fluid and after 2 days patient passed away. Young, relatively young lady and while dyspnea is relieving after removing the fluid, entire night she was talking. So I went all the way to cremation because I felt so sad and sick to find a person being lost. But some entities, some conditions are miserable states. That's the reason, doctor, after 40 every day you wake up. That's another God gifted day is what we should. In fact, at any age of the life, we should think it's a God gifted day without unnecessary artificial iatrogenic depressive states. We need a lot of homework to be happy, because happiness is a state of mind. So that's the reason we need to volunteer to be happy, cheerful, and then prepare. Your memory will be very good. You play a bit, you enjoy the other simple comforts of life. At the same time, prepare for entrance. There is nothing to break a big earth and sky to get seat. Do you need एक बार दो बार पढ़ लिए तो high yielding topics automatically seat आ जाता. Instead, if you feel depressed, you feel panicked, you feel heavy, you feel rubbished, tomorrow when you become consultant, it is actually insultant. Life is full of this thing. You lose a patient, you do everything for the patient. Ultimately, patient lost, and patient's relatives will abuse you by saying that you are a useless doctor. Will you tear away your PGI AIMS degree and then go to sannyasa to Himalayas? You won't. You will swallow. Another patient will come and tell you are the God. So you are neither a God nor a devil. You are you. So that's what you need to believe when even before others surprise you. So that's important, doctor. So what is the treatment of stage 2A cervical cancer basically? Radical hysterectomy with pelvic lymph node dissection. Similarly, chemoradiation. Stage-wise treatment of cervical cancer. That table in shock gynecology you should be reviewing, doctor. So stage 2A है तो क्या करते? Combination of internal radiation, external radiation plus chemotherapy. And you will also do radical hysterectomy, removal of lymph nodes. And in some you will do radical hysterectomy, removal of lymph nodes followed by radiation plus chemotherapy. There are the various options which are available depending upon the situation of the patient. Then stage 1B2 carcinoma cervix. What are the important features is the question. So it is micro-invasive carcinoma with 6 mm stromal invasion more than 5 mm, size of the lesion more than 4 centimeters. Once more, Figo staging of the carcinoma cervix. Any year of the next 10 decades, any year of MD entrance, there will be a staging based question. So that is in short, doctor. PGI November 2012, that year only 150, 160 questions are required. Okay, so we will take up the May 2012 PGI. Yeah. He'll give their xeroxing.